In this tutorial, I'll show you how to put together a fairly simple movie, in this case a digital story, here in Imovie, and we're going to use audio that we created using GarageBand. So this is the Imovie Interface. I'm using Imovie 09 here. You may have something newer or older, so just kind of explore, get comfortable. Know that not all tutorials are built for the exact software that you're running on your machine. So the first thing we need to do is go in, you may need to start a new project here. And you can say whether you want that widescreen or standard. I'm going to keep mine widescreen. You can also set up these kind of fancy transitions and themes. We're not going to use those for this particular project. And then you can also automatically add transitions in between your slides, which is kind of nice, or in between your pictures. So if you want to do that, you can, or you can manually add them. It's up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. And you'll see it says up here, Project Sample Digital Story. And then it's prompting me to drag media here. So iMovie can accommodate both video and image files. Most of the time for a digital story we're going to be using image files, but you can incorporate video here as well if you so chose. So if you were doing a digital story on the Holocaust, for example, you could have still images of the Holocaust as well as video footage of, say, a Hitler rally or parade or something like that. So you can incorporate the two together if it suits your story. Alright, so first thing to do is drag media. So I'm going to open my Finder, and I'm going to go and get some pictures that I can use for this project. So I browsed through my computer, found some images that I want to use, and I'm just going to drag them up into the project here, and then close that Finder window once it's done. So you can see these little X's in between. That's showing that I set up that cross-dissolve transition in between. Any of those can be deleted or changed as desired. The transitions box is down here, so I can click on that. It's being a little slow to respond. I closed it. And then drag up any transitions that I want, delete the ones I've got, etc. I can also click and then drag a picture to change the order. So you're going to want to work with your storyboard that you set up, get the pictures in the order that you decided they needed to be in for your story. So we click and then we drag. Click and then drag. Okay? So get those set up the way you want. And then this is where I was talking about on the GarageBand tutorial why you would need to have GarageBand running as well. So here I am on picture 1. How long should I make it last? If I mouse over these things, you can see that they tell you how long they're on for. So this transition takes a half a second. It's really small up above the transition box. It says 0.5s. So that's a half a second. The default on still images, as you can see there, is 4 seconds. So these pictures are all set up to be on the screen for 4 seconds. You can set them all at kind of a standard duration. So if you want them to, for example, match the beat of your music, you could set them all up to last for, you know, four counts of your music or whatever it may be. Usually, though, we kind of want the picture to add context to what we're saying, so we're going to want to match the duration of the pictures to the length of time that that narration is taking place. So we could come back here to GarageBand, and we could notice our first picture's on the screen for 7.3 seconds about. So we would come back here to iMovie, double click on that picture, and then say, okay, minus the half second for the beginning of that, you know, for the transition at the beginning, I want that to be on for about 6.75 seconds or so. Okay, so we can go through and set each picture that way, double clicking and changing the duration. You can also, like I said, set a standard time and then apply it to all of the stills. When I come back, we will add music to this and finish it up.